All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk. I'm Chris Gonzo Gonzalez, joined by the sports judge, Jonathan Mathis. Got a lot to talk about tonight. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing?
What to do? What's going on, my man? How's everything going with you? It's Wednesday night. It's a night that we do our show, and let's have some fun. Let's get right to it. Let's talk sports. As you said, there is a lot to unwrap tonight. So let's do it.
Yeah. You got Mlb Playoffs going on. NBA regular season kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey has just started back up. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on right now. NFL's not even halfway through the season yet. So college basketball will start here in probably about a month. So I mean, this is a great time. If you're a sports fan, this is a great time of the year. Other than where I live, it snowed yesterday and it's colder than shit out. But other than that, not doing too bad. It just, if you go outside, it's cold, Judge.
Yeah, I
need to move to a warm climate.
You need a warmer climate?
Yeah, I need to move somewhere where it don't get cold.
Just don't come to Cali. I'll give you heads up right now. Don't come to Cali. This is not the place to come. It's too expensive here. If you do decide to come here, you better save up your pennies. If you want to get warmer climate, go to Arizona or go to Nevada.
Hey, I think Vegas would be all right. Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, Glenn?
That's my designated spot, actually. That's where I'm aiming to move to in the near future. Most likely is Vegas.
Yeah, I could do that. Hey, what's up, Glenn?
My fiance has cousins that live in Henderson, Nevada. That's right outside of Las Vegas. So a lot of beautiful homes in Henderson, by the way, too.
Okay.
I think that's where Bryce Harper has his mansion. Because in the off season he lives in Vegas because he's from Vegas.
Yep. Hey, Glenn, our Pacers fell a little short tonight. They battled though. I like the way they battled. Yeah. He went to the NASCAR race over the weekend, and then he's in one of the fan zones at the Pacer games.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that he was in Vegas this weekend. I saw that on Twitter, actually.
And he was at the Pacer game tonight. He's part of Turner's block. And
is he?
Yeah.
Do you think the Pacers are going to move Miles Turner?
Man, I don't know I don't know. He didn't play tonight. He hurt himself during pregame warmups.
I know you're probably sick of seeing players get moved because you're so accustomed to seeing your teams move players around, like the Reds and the Pacers potentially could be looking to move players around.
Well, I agree with Glenn. He'll probably be moved at the trade deadline. But I mean, even without him tonight, the team played hard. They ended up losing by like 5 points or 3 points or something. They played hard, but he didn't. They got to play better defense. I like some of our young players. Halliburton had 26 or 33 points, I think, or something like that. 26 points. Then our rookie Mathurin had, I think, like 19 or something. So I mean, we have some good young players on the team. We just didn't play very good defense. And I thought we were chucking up too many 3-pointers.
Sounds like the future is bright for the Pacers. It's just a matter of putting it all together.
Yeah, I think we'll get better as the season goes on because we'll gain some chemistry and everything. So, let's talk about last night's basketball game real quick. Yeah, the Golden State Warriors against the Lakers. Yeah, 2 games last night to kick off NBA. You had 76ers and Celtics. Celtics took care of the Sixers. And then you had the Los Angeles Lakers at the Golden State Warriors. It was ring ceremony night for the Warriors. They got the rings. Hell, even a player on the the Lakers team got a ring because he was with Golden State last year. So I thought that was kind of weird, but hey, getting a ring in a different uniform. But the Lakers the Lakers didn't look good. Did not look good at all. If it wasn't been for Golden State turnovers in the fourth quarter, they probably would have lost by 30. Golden State started turning that ball over in the fourth quarter and let them get within 17. And they never let them get really closer than that. But the Lakers look bad, man. And I know they're trying to get rid of Westbrook and the room. They keep saying Indiana for Turner and Hield. I hope Indiana does not do that. I guess from what I'm hearing, Indiana wants to do it. Indiana wants the Lakers first round draft picks in like 2027 and 2028. Why the hell are we worried about draft picks 5 years from now? That makes no sense. I hope they don't go take that big contract of Russell Westbrook. That's just setting us back more, in my opinion. He's not a player that's going to come in and help us be a contender. And then now you have this big salary. You have a guy nobody's going to want to trade for. So I just don't understand why the Pacers would do that move. I hope they don't do but even if you have Turner and Hill to that team, I think it makes it better, but I still don't think they're a contender. I mean, right. Is Anthony Davis going to stay healthy for a full season? Probably not.
That's a
LeBron James is getting older. He's going to sit out some games, and is he going to stay healthy a whole season?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just don't have no shooters. When LeBron's good, when LeBron is at his best, he's surrounded by shooters. Look at the teams he built in Cleveland, Miami. Even the Lakers team that won the championship in the bubble had some shooters. But if he don't have shooters around him, it's hard for him to get his teammates involved because he drives in, the defense converges on him. They were missing wide open shots. Hell, there were shots that the defense was backing up and daring the guy to shoot.
Yep. They need to get in the gym more often and practice them jump shots. That's a damn shame. Oh, wow, we got a glitch.
I think Jay accidentally got in the wrong studio.
No, I'm in the right studio.
Why'd you change our background for?
What's up, Jay?
I didn't change your background.
Oh, somebody did.
Well, it just magically changed on its own, I guess.
No. Hey, all I did was click on studio.
Oh, okay. I bet you that show's getting ready to start and they were setting up theirs and somehow.
No, there's another one ahead of you that started. So I think that's what happened. I just clicked on studio.
Jay jumped on, man. I love the energy that Jay brings.
Bro, I just had to say hi, man. I had to see if you were okay. I've been consoling Frankie most of the night, talked him out off the ledge. But what a time to be alive at Houston Astro. Can we just give a shout out to Verlander, 11 strikeouts? I mean, I just want to say, can we give a shout out?
Yeah, I was kidding when I said earlier that it's time to launch an investigation into the Astros. I was joking.
No, you weren't kidding, but I just like it when people do that and we come away with the win. It's all good. It makes me feel better.
Now, the Astros,
we're going to talk about the Astros in a minute, but let's finish our topic and then we'll talk about the Astros. I want to hear Jay's opinion on this too. But Jonathan, you go first because you're a resident Lakers fan. So,
well, look,
let me hear what you thought about the Lakers' performance last night.
Look, the bottom line is this, guys: the Lakers can't shoot, the Warriors can. Ball game is over. The Warriors clearly outshot the Lakers. The Lakers shot themselves in the foot by taking terrible shots, and that's something that we're accustomed to seeing here in Los Angeles. The Lakers, just jacking up shots and expecting them to fall, but then those shots don't fall. And Russell Westbrook doesn't know if he's going to come off the bench or if he's going to be a starter. I mean, it's just it's a lot with this Laker team. It's a lot to process. This Laker team look like they don't have any chemistry. I don't know if that chemistry will develop over time. I don't think it will. I think this is a team with a bunch of names on it that's not going to be able to figure it out. And they'll be very lucky if they get a playoff spot. I think if they do get into the playoffs, they're a borderline playoff team at this point. I guess it's fair to say that. But Anthony Davis, he looks ready. He looks poised. But let's see how long he stays healthy. That's my biggest question with him. Can he stay healthy a full season? He has shown that he can't stay healthy a full season. LeBron James is showing us that he can outrun Father Time and pretty much make a whole ad campaign about it if you're being real. But the bottom line here, guys, the Lakers cannot shoot. Los Angeles was a woeful 10 of 40 from 3. Okay, so they need to stop shooting the threes. Okay, and if they want to take all these shots, then it's time that they get in the gym and practice those shots. Because the shot making was off. They weren't making their shots. They clearly weren't ready for the season opener. I put it that way. And they were 0 of 5 on shots outside the paint, out to the arc. So, I mean, it was just a miserable all-around performance by the Lakers. And then the Lakers were 3 of 23 on shots outside the paint in the first half. So they didn't look good in the first half, and there was really nobody that could set the tone for the team. And I mean, it's just all bad. It's looking like a repeat of last year, and that's something Laker fans don't want to see. But then I was dealing with delusional Laker fans last night, and they pissed me off. They really irked the living crap out of me because they seem to believe that this is our year, and they were telling me, one fan came out and told me, well, it's only one game. I know it's only one game, but did you see what this team did last year? It's carrying over into this season, and it's not a good start for the Los Angeles Lakers, and there is a level of concern about this team's ability to play against some of the top teams in the West. Mind you, they got the Clippers coming up. Let's see how they play in that game.
Yeah, but that's what, Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Friday night. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose that one, quite frankly. Tell you the truth. I'm actually
like I
said, I'm prepared for losing now in LA. I'm prepared for it.
But like I said, the Warriors would have beat them by 30 points if they wouldn't have been turning the ball over in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. If the Warriors played their game, like their top-notch game, they would have beat the living crap out of the Lakers. Lakers would have been done by the end of the first quarter. No questions asked.
What's your thoughts on that opening game?
Yeah, man, Jesus.
Hey, one question. Did you see how big them damn championship rings were?
Yeah, they were retarded.
They're huge.
Bro, like you could probably buy a couple of houses with that one ring. I mean, it's I don't even know, like, it puts up your whole hand. I don't even know where you wear something like that. If you wear something out there, I'm gonna rob you.
You're gonna somebody's gonna jump your ass.
I'm gonna rob you. No, man. Hey, look, it's interesting. Jonathan really kind of hit on the head with the Lakers in terms of that 3-point shooting. I mean, yeah, you got 30 points. You got 30 points at the 3-point line, but you gave away 30 possessions too at the same time. So them 30 possessions really hurt you. But I don't understand is when you're scoring 60 points in the paint, why wouldn't you just keep going to the damn paint? Exactly. That's the biggest problem I have. I will say this: Westbrook didn't take as many shots as he normally does, which I thought was a good thing. They had 22. Huh?
Westbrook didn't play bad. He had a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for once, their loss wasn't completely Westbrook's fault. They didn't really get a lot of points off the paint. I mean, out of the bench. I thought none gave you some good effort. But after that, it was just not a whole lot. Again, Davis, hey, good game back. I mean, he's just that's his first game, in a hot minute. We'll see how long he can stay healthy. But again, the Warriors are just too much. And like LeBron said, he don't like the way I don't like the way the team is constructed. I don't think anybody likes the way that team is constructed.
I agree.
It was a better version. This was a better version of the Lakers than we saw last year. I'll give them that, but it's still not good enough to be Laker ball.
They're too, and another thing,
I think they're playing.
They're trying to emulate what the Warriors are doing. Stop playing the Warriors game and play your own game.
Yeah,
I think they're going. I think they're probably going to be right around like a play-in team.
I always thought to myself, if we start associating the word play-in with the Lakers, just go on ahead and sell them, because that means they're a bargain basement team, and the Clippers are now the true team of LA. If we're saying play-in and associating with that with LA, yeah, it's time. Oh, by the way, how you let my cup?
I like the cup.
It's really it's really pathetic.
You know what I'm saying, Jonathan? Do you see what I'm coming with that?
It's pathetic to see the state that the Lakers are in. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, they call them Showtime, but I'm almost ready to call them Comedy Club.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this. How much better, say they make this trade with the Pacers, which I hope to God they don't, but how much better is Miles Turner and Buddy Hield going to make that Lakers team? That still don't make him a contender. That still don't make him a contender in my eyes.
Every trade has backfired in their face.
Hell,
every trade, every coaching hire has backfired in their face.
Didn't mean to drop that
Everything they tried to do to make the team better, trying to experiment with new pieces, it has backfired.
But Judge, here's the thing. Miles Turner, he hurt himself during warm-ups tonight, dude. He only played 42 games last season because of injuries. The dude's injury prone. You're bringing him in to a team that already has guys that are injury prone.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
I don't think Turner and Hill make them that much better.
You get hit with the injury bug quite often now. Enough's enough.
What do you think, Jay? You think Turner
and
Hill make them a contender?
You know, I think what makes them a contender is if you get the right people in the right spots. I think if Davis can stay healthy, then you have him at the right spot. LeBron, clearly we know what LeBron brings. But after those two individuals, then we start looking at, well, okay, how's your point guard? How's your shooting guard? You know, your other forward position. And those are the spots where I think they are just severely lacking. But the Turner, you're right. If he's hurt, how's he going to help if he's hurt? I think they got to be looking out there. I would say go to the draft, but they don't have a draft pick to go to the draft. So I think at this point, if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you're just stuck with what you have for a hot minute until about 2027 or 2029 when you get a first-round pick again.
And you're just going to deal with Westbrook till his contract ends after this season.
Yeah, I mean, that will give you some cap flexibility once he's off your books. And then you could make a run. You know, maybe start talking to the Suns. The Suns got a lot of good players over there. Maybe start talking to them, start throwing some money their way. You know, I have to look at the free agents and see who's available. I don't have that complete list, but I think I'm looking at the free agent list and I'm going to figure out who can compliment me at the point guard, who can compliment me at the forward position. And I'm going to start making some damn moves.
Yep. No, I agree. And you might be able to get some young good players from the Memphis Grizzlies because I got to be honest with you.
I really hope the Lakers never do. I hope they just stay in turmoil forever because I hate the Lakers. So I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly happy with the way it's constructed right now, and my life is very, very nice. You know why? Frankie's not chirping. Jonathan's really not chirping. I don't know who else is a Lakers fan on there, but they're not chirping right now, and that's a good day.
Frankie's a Laker fan too.
Yeah, that's what I say. He ain't chirping right now. Like he's not chirping at all because the Yankees lost. So
hey,
it was
good. Jay, how did the Rockets do tonight?
Man, we did all right. We played against the Hawks. We played them. I thought we played them pretty close. But again, I don't have a lot of high expectations right now for the Rockets. But I was actually pulling up that score last time I checked. They were down by 8. They were down by 8 last time I checked. And that was late in the third. So and of course then the Rockets or the Astros came on. They lost tonight 117-107. So they lost by 10. But the Hawks are a champ. I mean, they're not championship, but the Hawks should be a play-in team or better. So
yeah, and I feel the same about Houston as I do the Pacers. As the season goes on, they're going to get better because you got a lot of young, talented guys that they got to build that chemistry and learn how to play together. So I see both those things.
They got Murray too. The Hawks actually upgraded over the offseason. They brought in Murray, remember from San Antonio, and he actually played well. So Trey now has somebody outside of Collins or whatever to go with. So I think Murray's going to be a huge addition to that team.
Yeah, Pacers lost, but they lost by 7. They played pretty good for starting a bunch of young guys. I thought they looked pretty good. Halliburton had 26 points. He played a good game. Our rookie Mathurin had 19 points in his regular season debut. So, I mean, we got some talent on the team. Our defense has to get better. But I think as the season goes on, we're going to get better. I'm not saying we're going to be a playoff team or anything, but I think we'll at least be competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think as the season does go on, the more we will get into things. Again, that was Jabari Smith's first game as a professional, and he gave us 17 points. He did not have a good 3-point shooting night. He went 3 of 11, so I'm not necessarily happy with that. But he's a rookie, first game out. I'm gonna cut him some slack until we start seeing more from him. But the Rockets are pretty much where I think they should be. I mean, they're a young developing team. And when you're developing and you're going up against a Hawks team, by the way, Murray put up 20 points tonight. I mean, they had a lot of guys put up 20 points, had a great shooting night for Atlanta. So, what can you do? But yeah, the Pacers, man, I think you guys, you're like I said, you're in the same situation. You're a little bit further along than we are. I think you got a little bit better team than we do, obviously. But again, I mean, we're all in that mode right now, right? Chasing the other big cats around the pond. So,
yep. All right, let's talk a little bit of baseball. Got the National League Series. Played game 2 today, and then American
yes,
League
they did.
Series
Yes,
game 1. Dude, the Phillies jumped out on the Padres quick. And
yeah, they did.
After that, they just fell the hell apart. I mean, they had that. I think it was the fourth inning. I think maybe where they couldn't get an out. It was just crazy.
Yeah, the second inning was when the Padres made all their mistakes, and that's when the Phillies pounced on them. But I swear, when that 5th inning came around, I'll be damned if they didn't get back-to-back home runs. Yeah. And they put five runs in the 5th inning up. And I mean, it was just, and then of course they never let up off the gas once they got to that level. Snell had a pretty good game, once he got past that 2nd inning, and then I tell you, man, this Padres team, I don't want to face the Padres. I'd much rather face the Phillies in the World Series, but if we get there, so.
And then when you had the Yankees, or what's your thoughts on that game, Jonathan? Did you watch that game?
The Padres and the Phillies?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see much of it, but I did see the highlights. I did read up on the game. And, my thoughts on that game is that it was a historical collapse by the Phillies, man. You don't get a 4-0 lead and blow it just like that. Especially against the Padres. I don't know if the Phillies didn't learn anything from the Padres-Dodgers series, because the Dodgers themselves had a 3-0 lead and they blew it as well. So what this tells me is that the Padres are a very resilient team. A game is never over against them because they can pile up runs very quickly and they can find themselves back in the game very quickly. And I think sometimes these teams fall asleep on this Padres team. Stop falling asleep on this team. Y'all better take this team for real, because this team has really come to play this October.
And it was a little bit of history in this game as well. As you know, Aaron Nola pitched against his brother. And, of course, the brother, I forget his brother. It was his Bobby or Robert or something like that. But he got the hit off his brother. So the pitcher Nola lost to the hitter Nola.
Nola is the catcher for the Padres, I believe. His brother.
Yeah, I just can't remember offhand what his first name is for some reason.
And Nola got off to a good start, but then he gave it back after he gave up those back-to-back home runs. He kind of fell apart, and I think that's going to cause the Phillies trouble, because I think because the Padres have a better starting pitching than what the Phillies do. They're deeper at starting pitching, and Phillies just used their best 2 pitchers. So we'll see what happens when they go to Philadelphia. But it was an interesting game. I watched all of it, and then I watched the Yankees and the Astros. Yankees got a big win. Good game. Astros got a big win. I was surprised he didn't yell at me for saying the wrong team for a minute. Astros got a big
win. Sometimes I just have compassion.
But no, the Astros got a big win. I said it back.
Hey, we all know who won that damn game, and a person in this world who don't know who won that game.
Hey, well, I actually, what was the final score?
Final score was it 4-2? I believe it was 4. Yeah, it was 4-2.
Sweet.
They actually came close. They got the home run. I think it was top of the 8th. They got a home run. They made it 4-2. and then they just couldn't. And then the rest of it was just history. They just took them out.
I watched that part. I just couldn't remember the score, but I get my picks today on Easy Money. I gave out the under 7 runs for that game, so I got that right.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be a tough game. Anytime Verlander, Tyon, not so much, but you know when Verlander's coming out there, it's good. 9 times out of 10, unless it's just a freak thing, like the other night, it's going to be a low-scoring affair. Verlander's not going to give up a whole hell of a lot. And you saw that tonight. He kind of came off on a sluggish start. He started off kind of sluggish. But, man, once he found that groove, man, it was just lights out. And, of course, he fanned 11 strikeouts tonight. And he actually has the most strikeouts in postseason history, by the way. Crazy.
The only mistake he made was when he threw a fastball that was kind of left hanging up high to Harrison and Bader. And after
they took him down.
He was locked in after that.
I think he knew that once he threw it. But then, hey, mistakes are going to happen. Just don't let it happen a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I thought the Astros looked good tonight. It was a good game, but
How about Pena though? I mean, the guy's a rookie, and he came through tonight with a home run and 2 doubles. I mean, what the hell?
He's living the moment right now.
There's always that one guy in the playoffs.
It's always
that comes out of nowhere and
right.
turns himself into a star.
And that's when legends.
There's always that one guy.
And that's
I thought it was kind of funny too, man, because when they brought in Montas, the first thing that happened, if you were watching Unscripted Chat or even on the ASAP in the Morning Chat, I think Frankie put it there too. But he actually, when Montas came out, he said, "Well, Jay, good night, man. It's been a good game." And sure enough, the first at bat, that dude hits one over the fence, and I'm just like, damn. Gurriel hit one over the fence, and he's like, "See, I told you." And I'm like, "Yep." I don't know. And then they left him in there. So then Pena comes up and he slaps one over the damn fence. And I'm just like, hell yeah.
Because Talion didn't pitch that bad.
McCormick got one too, didn't he?
Talion gave up 2 runs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he was just flat terrible. He pitched. He did
a good game. Yeah. No, he did fine. It wasn't him that screwed him over. It was Montas, and it was Boone. Boone's fault for leaving Montas in there. It was he shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
Well, I don't understand why. You guys answer this for me. Why the hell are managers all of a sudden putting starters in that are not in relief? They're not used to pitching in that situation. I mean, to me, that makes no sense. I understand maybe in a game 7 and you're in the 9th inning and you know what I mean, maybe, but it don't make no sense. You need to see what you have in your bullpen. I mean, you know what you have in your bullpen. You got to show some trust in them, because even if they don't get it, I think they have a better chance because they're used to that situation. They're more comfortable.
Yeah. No, in a matter of fact, if you look at Dusty Baker, I think the best example was the last game of the Seattle series. He literally went through the entire bullpen before he ever even put a starter in there. I think he didn't put the starter in there until like around the 16th inning or something like that, because he ran out of his other guys. So yeah, I don't know why you'd put a starter right off the rip. Especially when you have what's that dude, Castro, that came in and he got them out of the inning. I don't know why he didn't put Castro in that. I think he puts Castro in that inning instead of Montas, and it would have been probably still a tie ball game or a 2-1 ball game at that point.
What's up, Frankie? The Knicks lost by 3. The Grizzlies beat them by 3, 115 to 112.
Frankie said Talion gave up 1, Clark gave up 2 homers, and Montas gave up 1 homer.
I thought it was Montas that gave up 2 home runs. I might be off on that bit. Yeah. And then Schmidt came in there. Schmidt didn't really he didn't pitch well for them either, I don't think. I think he gave up a run as well, or he put people on base, I believe. Yeah, he gave up 2 runs. Schmidt gave up 2 runs. Montas gave up 1 home run. Clark Schmidt. I guess that's his first name, Clark. I didn't know his first name, but yeah, Schmidt gave up the 2 homers. Tyon and Montas gave up 1. So yeah, it was just a bad night all the way around. But that Schmidt dude, Lord have mercy. We're trying to be alive. I told him though. Hey, listen, I told you guys though. Hey, I told you. Hey, I've always said, huh?
No, I was going to ask you guys, how about that one hell of a diving, run-saving catch early in that game by Aaron Judge?
Oh yeah, no, that was a good one. Are
That
you talking
was
about the one where he hit the panel and the panel slid down or whatever?
Yeah, that wasn't Judge, but yeah, I know. I saw that play.
That was a
Was
good
that
play. I'm
tonight?
not gonna lie.
That was a hell of a catch, man.
Who was it?
Yeah,
Somebody on the Yankees?
I think I guess it was Stanton. I think that was Stanton that made that
Yeah.
catch.
Because early in the game, he misjudged the ball that got over him.
But yeah, he made a hell of a play on that one, dude. Hell of a play.
Oh, wow. I must have missed that.
Yeah, it was Stanton. That's what I was saying. I knew it was the left fielder.
There were some great defensive plays in.
Dude, he made that was a hell of a catch he made. I didn't think when it came off the bat, I didn't think there was no way he was going to get to it. And he caught it, then he hit the scoreboard thing, and the panel fell out. But yeah, it was a good play. I'm sure they'll be playing highlights of it on TV.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I could go.
Dude, that was a hell of a. It'll be in the sports.
Hey, but I told you guys. Hey, like I told Frankie, man. I said, listen, it's not that the Yankees don't have a good team. They have a good team, no doubt. That's why they're the ALCS. But I told Frankie, I said the Astros bullpen is extremely deep, and I think that's where we're gonna take them out because. I just when I look at the Yankees, I see the Astros in the Yankees of last year. Because if you look at last year, you know, when we went up against the Braves, our bullpen was anemic. Like we had no bullpen, and that's where the Braves were able to exploit us. They knew once they got to the bullpen that the Astros just didn't have enough to stay with them, and that's the same way it is this year. I think for the Yankees, once you get past that Yankees starting rotation, their bullpen just can't hold up, and I think that's where the Astros are going to exploit them.
Yeah, I mean, they could because Astros do have a real good bullpen. They have a pretty deep bullpen as well. So it's going to be an interesting series. I think it's going to be a bunch of close games. But what's your thoughts on it, Judge?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good series. Both of these teams can slug. You know, the Astros, they have a good bullpen. Like you guys said, they're deep. You know, and the Astros, they just find a way to win. They just find a way to muster up hits and score runs, and they're aggressive on the bases, and they do everything the right way. You know, they play that old school style of baseball thanks to Dusty Baker.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, you know, you can't overlook what this Astros team has accomplished. And I know the Yankees are right there as well. The Yankees have two great power hitters in their lineup in Giancarlo Stanton, and then you have, of course, Aaron Judge. And then you have these guys out there making great defensive plays in the outfield. You know, so I think this series is going to be very, very good. I think the Yankees are going to look back and see what they can do better in game two because they had a lead for a minute there, and they couldn't hold on to it. Because, again, the Astros in the end of a game, they'll sneak up on you and they'll take the game away from you. And that's clearly what the Astros did. And the Astros just did everything better tonight. And Jeremy Pena, man, there was, you know, he was in conversation to win Rookie of the Year. And, I mean, he's had an impressive start to his rookie campaign. He's just been amazing. And he's a fun player to watch. So, yeah. This series is going to go long. It's going to be interesting. And it's going to be a great series to watch the rest of the way.
No, I definitely agree with you.
What's so funny?
It's going to be awesome. And I really think, again, man, Frankie's going to hate when I say this. He's probably going to give me hell. But I think our biggest challenge is going to be with the Padres if we meet them in the World Series. Because that team is just, they're like you said, they're loaded down with hitters. They got good pitching.
It would be an instant classic. It could go down as one of the greatest World Series in baseball history if those two teams meet. That would be one hell of a matchup.
Yeah, I'm just really glad we didn't have to play the Guardians. That was another team I did not want to face because the Guardians have just played us so hard, and they've always come up on the right side of the stick playing us. So I gotta tell Frankie, man, I'm glad you guys took them out because I did not want to face them.
But the Guardians are a young team, though. They're a young team, and the Astros are more seasoned. They're more
Indians are the
experienced.
youngest
They have
team.
guys that's been there before. So I mean, I think the Astros would have took care of the Guardians had they met.
Guardians are the youngest team in baseball.
Yeah, they are.
That's crazy scary when you think
They
about
are.
that.
No one's over the age of 26 on that roster.
And they played 14 guys that are basically homegrown guys that came out of their minor league system.
Right. So they have developed young talent on that team. And you have
they can afford them all because they're all on rookie contracts.
You have they have really pushed the youth movement in Cleveland.
Well, again, that's what I said before. That's why I love this Astros franchise, is because we've really homegrown the majority of our lineup, and that's why we stay competitive. Because look, not everybody's a Yankee. Not everybody can go out and spend, $100 million every single player, whatever. And that's what keeps Astros competitive is their farm system and their developing process.
Are the Dodgers going out to get talent and losing every damn year?
Frankie said, I heard the Dodgers won today.
Hey,
one at dodging the NLCS.
No. I heard that they had a press conference yesterday and they made a ton of excuses, and I'm tired of excuses.
Oh man, yeah, I just saw Boone give his press conference just now, and it was just like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Why is a losing team giving a press conference?
Yeah. They gave a press conference to basically talk about how everything went wrong, what they could do better next year. They made tons of excuses like they do every damn year. Shut up. Figure it out, damn it.
Hey, Jonathan, who you got in the World Series?
This is tough for me. I like the Phillies and the Yankees. I really do.
Yeah.
But I like the Astros and the Padres.
No. Don't change your energy. Don't change your energy. Stay with the Yankees. It's all right. Stay with the Yankees. Because you know what? I love that. To the point that, Gonzo, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it because it was kind of funny. Jonathan put on Facebook, he saw a trash can and thought of the Astros. I said, that's funny because I saw a couch and thought of the Dodgers.
I took that picture outside of my job actually today. I was walking back.
Yeah.
You know what? I got a clever idea. Maybe I should take a picture of a trash can and troll the Astro fans and post that up on my fan page and on my Facebook page, man.
Jonathan, how you trolling anybody? Your team ain't even in the damn playoff. How you trolling people, Jonathan? Literally, how you trolling?
Oh, that's just my nature. I just troll.
Jay,
I love fucking crap, man.
Who you have in the World Series?
Yeah, honestly, just because I feel comfortable playing the Yankees to the point where I am a little nervous sometimes, but honestly, once I get into their bullpen, I'm not really nervous too much. So I absolutely love my chances against the Yankees. So I do have the Astros there, and I think the Padres, man. I like the Phillies team, but I think that Padres, they're built a little bit like the Astros. They don't give up. They keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And when you get a team that fights like that, you can win a lot. And so I think it's going to be Astros and Padres.
I got to stick with the team that I picked at the beginning of the season. So I got to stick with the Yankees because I had Yankees and Mets in the World Series. So I ain't going to change my pick.
No, I don't change it now.
On that side.
Because I'll be hunting you guys down. You know that. Like a heat-seeking missile.
But I want the Phillies to win. But I think the Phillies kind of blew their chance today because they had a great chance of getting up 2-0 and winning 2 games in San Diego. And when you get that 4 runs, you lose that game. I think they might have blew their chance. So I think it's going to be Yankees and Padres.
Here's a positive for them though; they're going back home. So
but the problem is, Jonathan, is they're not deep. They're not deep in starting pitching.
They're not.
Is the Phillies' problem? They used their best 2 pitchers.
Right.
They needed to win that game today.
And they used.
But you know what was really amazing though about that Padres win was even though they gave up 4 runs in the second, and a lot of it was due to errors, they came in the bottom of it and cut that lead back in half. I mean, like I said, that team don't stop.
Back-to-back home runs.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, look, that team don't stop, man. That team has so much fight and so much talent. And Juan Soto, I swear, man, he's just
think about this, Jay. They're missing possibly their best player.
Yeah. Jesus, could you imagine if they had Tatis? Jesus.
Hey, if they win though, he still gets a ring.
Oh, he'll get the ring. Yeah.
He'll get the ring, regardless if he plays or not. And we all know he's suspended until next season.
Hey, good night, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie, don't make them steaks tomorrow. That was bad luck for you. You might want to try making some fish. Go out there and fry up some fish. You might have a better chance.
I would like to see the rematch of 1998, though.
This Dallas Mavericks game is against the Suns is pretty good.
I heard the Suns were turning over the ball quite a bit. Is that true?
Well, Suns are down by 9 now. Well, they were down by 6, but Dallas just.
Hey, I heard through the grapevine though. They said Luka has really developed some really scary moves.
Oh, Luka's looking good. He slimmed down some.
Hey, they said he has a scary step back three. They just said they said he has really put in a lot of work over the summer.
I believe it. That guy's a true competitor. He always, puts in the work and the time and the effort to improve his game.
Yeah, real quick before we jump into some NFL stuff, what do you guys think about the New Orleans Pelicans killing the Brooklyn Nets?
What a time to be alive! Yeah, that was pretty amazing, to be honest with you. I'm glad the Nets went down. Jesus.
I thought the Pelicans had a chance. I gave out a money line underdog parlay. So I picked 3 teams that were underdogs that I thought would win. Pelicans was one of them.
Bro, they didn't just beat them. They put them into obliteration. I did put them into obliteration, like 130, 108. That's obliteration. Oh,
yeah.
God, to be alive. Jesus. Zion poured in 25 points and his return back to the court. Jeez, man, what a day.
Don't sleep on the Pelicans. I'm telling you, hey.
I was already telling people, hey, you saw how they dipped up the Pelicans last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always felt if Zion could just roll in with that team, fit in with the chemistry, and play his role, that team was going to be amazing. And again, he's doing that. I mean, he's shot 50%. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, they're going to be vicious come postseason. If he stays healthy, he stays on the court.
This team's back at full strength. So, yeah, they're going to be good. And then you got C.J. McCollum, who I've been saying has stabilized the locker room. He's brought that veteran experience to that locker room. So, yeah, this team is going to be a team to look out for. They're going to be dangerous. And then Brandon Ingram, too, man. He enhanced his game after leaving the Lakers. And that's another thing. Everybody that leave the Lakers, everyone they give up on, they get better.
Well, that's the problem. They give up on them too soon. Just think if the Lakers still had Ingram and them young guys that they had and they traded all away, how much better the Lakers would be right now today with LeBron on that team. Dude, the Lakers would be a killer. You have Ingram playing like he is now. If they had let them players develop, but they were impatient, and
as always,
and now they're paying their consequences
because they try to pacify a fan base.
Being impatient.
They try to.
Well, how about Valanciunas, who gave you 15 points and 13 damn rebounds? I mean, everybody's just playing their role and doing what they're supposed to be doing, man. It's working out well for them.
And get this, guys. Get this. The Pelicans' big 3, McCollum, Williamson, and Ingram, they piled up 74 combined points en route to this blowout.
Yeah. No, they look
yeah,
good.
They're scary. They're scary. I would be scared to play them. They're for real.
I was surprised how flat the Nets came out. I thought the Nets would come out a little more fired up, wanting to prove. I thought maybe Irving and them wanted to prove that they're as good as they think they are, and they did not come out. They didn't come out with no fire. They really did.
When will people realize that this experiment is not going to work? It didn't work last season. Why do anyone expect it to be any different this season? I don't see those guys coexisting. I don't see them winning a championship together. It's all going to implode the same way it did last season.
No, I agree. And, to John Suggs' point, I don't think the Celtics are necessarily better than the Sixers. I just think that it's pretty damn nice to see them go through that turmoil of that coaching issue and yet still come out and put up a W on a good Sixers team.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, man. Damn.
What
Good scores, good games.
he says the Ben Simmons effect. Laughing out loud. Can we agree he's not a shooter? Yeah, he's not a shooter. But
I don't like Ben. I'm not a big.
But he could contribute in other ways with his.
He does contribute in other ways, but
and he's clearly the best defender on the team.
When he's bought in, he is a good defender when he's bought in. Is he going to be bought in is the problem. But what do you guys think about the big Thursday night football game tomorrow night? We got a big one this week.
Who's playing again that Thursday?
We get the New Orleans Saints against the Arizona Cardinals.
2-4 Cardinals versus 3-3 Saints or 2-4 Saints. I think it'll be
Cardinals get D-Hop back.
Yeah, they get D-Hop back. I think it'll be marginally okay. I think it'll be a step up from the games that we have seen. So I think it'll be a marginally good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a decent game.
If anything, we get to see how much rust D-Hop has on, or if he has any rust at all.
I think I'm gonna go with Arizona in that game.
Oh, I'm going Arizona. Yeah,
I'm going Arizona as well.
But I agree with Jay. I do think it'll be a better game than we've had the last couple Thursday night.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not saying it's going to be a great game, but you know what I mean. I think it'll be better. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a lot more interesting than what we did.
And it's two teams that people care about as well. So yeah, it's going to be a game that more people will definitely be locked into.
Yeah, I think we see this week a lot of divisions finally get stabilized in terms of who's going to be number one, because you got the Chargers and Chiefs tied up at 4-2. You got the Jacksonville Jags and the Colts tied up at 4-2 or 3-3, something, whatever it is.
Yep.
So you're going to see some finally some separation in these teams, at least a game separation.
And the Colts play the Titans this week, so that's another. If we beat Jacksonville last week, if we can beat the Titans, get two big division wins, that helps, because our other three division games we played, we lost two of them and tied one. So this is another big game for the Colts, because our best path to get to the playoffs is winning our division. Because that wild card spot in the AFC, man, I think there's going to be a lot of teams scrapping for that final wild card spot.
Hey, your best chance at winning the Super Bowl is if the entire league comes down with COVID.
I think the Colts have won a Super Bowl since the Cowboys have won a Super Bowl.
Hey, listen. If you'd have said that about 10 years ago, that'd have been funny. But that shit's so played out now. Of course, we're not going to the Super Bowl. Jesus.
No, is there any
time to be alive? Well, we do get Dak back, so there's a little bit of motivation.
Do you think they're rushing Dak back too soon?
Hell yeah, I think they're rushing him back. I wouldn't bring his ass back until week 10.
I agree with you.
I wouldn't bring him back to week 10.
I completely agree. The only reason I think they're bringing him back is because of that devastating loss to the Eagles last week. They were doing okay with Cooper Rush as the backup quarterback leading the way until they lost to the Eagles this past week. And now all of a sudden you want to bring Dak Prescott back. You're rushing him back too soon. Let Cooper Rush continue to manage things until Dakota gets fully healthy, and then bring him back.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I think that the fact that Cooper threw those 3 interceptions was more than what Jerry Jones wanted to see. And so I think his first reaction is throw that back in there ASAP. I want to go back in and be able to enjoy my couple of wins. And I think he's going to hit the panic button on that for whatever reason.
Yeah. John
but
said
this for so long now, you've been relying on your defense. Let your defense, help the offense out. And that's what the Cowboys defense has been doing. It's been helping their offense out where it's been taking a lot of the pressure off of the offense. And then, the defense will come up with turnovers and give the offense a short field, and the offense is able to take advantage of that. So just ride, the strength of your defense and let Cooper Rush, manage the offense. If they're able to win a few more games, the Cowboys will be fine by the time Dak is fully healthy and ready to go.
John Suggs. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just saying I agree with what he said.
Yeah, John Suggs asked a question. He said, not a fan of this team, but I would honestly like to see OBJ reunite with the Giants. But you think someone's going to give him more than $7.5 million to play less than 8 games? I don't know if they're going to give him that much money, but I think he'll be on a team by the end of the season.
The Green Bay Packers desperately need a wide receiver.
I think he's going to end up in Buffalo.
That's where I have him going. I have him going to Buffalo. He wants to be on a contender.
I think
him and Von Miller are close, and they.
I think CMC goes there before.
I wouldn't be surprised if they both won.
I was going to say that they might get both.
That would not be fair to the rest of the league.
You're going to be able to get You're going to be able to get OBJ. You're going to get Odell on a cheap deal, and so they could theoretically get both. And man, they already got a lot of weapons. You had them 2 guys, damn.
Buffalo.
I just wonder if it really will be a cheap deal, because you know what is the Rams did offer OBJ a contract, but he turned it down because he said it wasn't enough money. So now I'm thinking in my brain, well, what the hell did they offer him to say wasn't enough money? I don't know where his head is.
I don't think a team's going to give him more than $7.5 million. I don't
think so either. I think he'd be dumb to give him more than $7.5 million. No. But I do think the Bills had the best shot at landing him. What a time to be alive.
Jeez. We'll have to wait and see.
Is any game blah, blah, blah. Any games in the NFL that you're looking forward to this weekend?
Other than those 2 games, just because of the ramifications of it, those are really the 2 games I'm probably most looking for. I don't care about the Cowboys and Lions, because the Lions are not going to beat the Cowboys defense. It's not going to happen. So that game doesn't really excite me. But again, the Colts, Titans, only because of the fact of what it means for that division, and then the Chargers game and the Chiefs game for what it means to their division. I think those are probably the 3 games that really kind of I want to see the most.
Those stand out the most because those are division games that have a significant meaning on the standings, and it could shake up things in the standings as well. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Absolutely.
Hey, is your boy back? Is Taylor back, or is he still hurt?
From what I hear, I think he's going to be back, and I think Shaquille Leonard is going to be back too.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if Taylor's not back, you're not winning that game. You're not winning that game. I think the Titans' offense you're not going to have enough offense to be able to compete.
Yeah. Oh no, we need Taylor.
And it's the same thing. It's the same thing for the Titans, though. It's not just you. If the Titans did have Henry, they'd be up the same damn creek.
Well, hey, we beat the Jaguars last week without Taylor.
It's true, you did. I mean,
I'm not saying we can do that every week, because Matt Ryan can't be throwing the ball freaking almost 60 times a game. That's not how we're going to be successful.
Oh, you're setting him up to fail as a quarterback, because he turns over the football.
He's playing this weekend. I was going to say, from what I heard, he was playing this weekend. Last report I heard, but John Suggs says he was limited at practice today. He's questionable, but he's playing. That was the report I heard earlier today. But I think this. He said John said Seahawks might upset the Chargers, and honestly, I could see that maybe happening the way the Chargers have been playing.
It wouldn't surprise me. The Chargers haven't been playing their best football. So
Geno Smith has been balling.
Yeah, he has been balling, and what it is he's in the right system.
He put on them shoes like in that movie, like Mike. He found a pair of shoes. He put the shoes on it. The shoes and told him how to play quarterback now.
Well, he has flourished and he has thrived in Seattle.
Hey, whatever he's done, he better keep doing it, because this is the best he's ever played.
I kind of think that Jets Broncos game might be entertaining just to see if Breece Hall can continue to run like he's running, and if they beat the Broncos, geez, Louis. I mean, not that the Broncos are giving that at 4-2, but
anybody could beat the Broncos at this point.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of
Look
real
how
big
terrible
matchups
they
this
are.
week.
The Broncos are a terrible team. The Broncos are embarrassing.
You have the Chiefs and 49ers, but you never know if the 49ers defense is going to show up or not.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Tua's going to get the start this week, it looks like, and he's going to go up against the Steelers, so that should be a bounce-back win, I think, as long as he doesn't get knocked out again or concussed.
John said Houston.
The Steelers quarterback is by committee right now, right?
Oh, no. What's his name? Pickett?
He's going to start?
He was in concussion protocol, so I don't know if he'll start or not. So I'd say it's probably going to be Trubisky.
I think Trubisky goes the full.
Yeah, it's going to have to if Kenny Pickett's in concussion protocol.
Jeez, Houston Raiders. You know,
what do you think about?
Yeah, I would laugh. Yeah. I would bust up laughing if Houston upsets the Raiders.
If Houston beats the Raiders, McDaniels probably gets fired that day. They might do him. Hey,
they're going to do a Herm Edwards.
That's what I was getting ready to say. They might do a Herm Edwards and fire.
They're going to do a Herm Edwards.
They're going to do a Lane Kiffin.
We've already towed Jafar out of the parking spot and repainted the name. Don't worry about it. What a time to be alive.
Before we get out of here, I want to talk about this real quick. What do you guys think about Jim Irsay coming out talking about Dan Snyder? Hey, I'm a Colts fan.
Oh, he's just the beginning.
Hey, Irsay is the last guy that needs to be saying anything about anybody. He has plenty of skeletons in his closet. He needs to stay out of this shit.
That's like Donald Sterling trying to appeal somebody in the NBA. You know, I mean, come on
to that. Yep. But you know, he obviously feels threatened. Jim Irsay does.
Yeah. Here's my question though: Is Snyder going to end up turning on all the owners, or are we going to find out a lot of dirt? I mean, he basically compared the NFL to the mafia.
Hey, listen. At this point, I don't put anything past Snyder, and I would not be surprised if a lot of stuff came out. I wouldn't. Matter of fact, honestly, I'm just kind of waiting. I think we're going to have a big powwow day of it. It's going to be awesome.
It's another scandal in the making. This can get ugly.
I don't think he's going to sell his team. The only way they're going to get him out there is to vote him out. And
they're going to have to reach anonymous votes to get him out. And you know, he said he's not going down without a fight.
I don't think it has to be anonymous. So in a certain percentage,
it just has to be a certain amount of votes.
Yeah, I think it's a certain percentage of the votes have to take effect. I don't think it has to be unanimous. I don't think so, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of tend to lean with John Suggs.
Yeah.
I think more owners come out next week or the week after. I think
they have to get 24 of the 32 owners to vote to get them out.
Wow,
man, that's crazy. There's some crazy stuff.
And I think a lot of those owners that probably do have dirt like Snyder is just, you know, maybe they haven't been found out about just yet. I wonder if they even vote him out, because if I'm them, I'm like, I'm not voting him out. Hell no, man. Listen, I got stuff in my closet too. Next thing I know, it'll be a witch hunt on me. Let me go on ahead and keep Snyder in there, because as long as Snyder's around, ain't nobody looking this way.
Yeah, Snyder comes out with all the stuff. We might have all new owners.
Hey, you know what? It's like this. It's like Arkansas says. You know what? As long as Mississippi around, we'll never be the worst state in the U.S. We keep Mississippi around.
Shit.
What a time to be alive.
Let's get to our final thoughts for tonight. First, before we do final thoughts, I want to thank Jay McLovin for jumping in. It's always a good time talking with Jay. So
I appreciate you guys letting me.
Surprise visit.
Hey. Along, but man, I was like, I saw Jonathan in there, and Jonathan was talking smack on Facebook, and I was like, let me just pop in for a brief dude.
Yeah, I think there's a MMA show on right now on the ASAP Sports Network. So if you're into that, go check that out. Don't forget to watch ASAP in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. But before ASAP in the morning, wake up, get your preferred drink, and join me and the stat guy, Dustin Reese, for Around the Bases, our baseball show, 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. So join us for that. And then you got ASAP in the morning. We got the afternoon blitz at 1 p.m. Eastern. A lot of shows going on. And you can find all my shows at Gonzo Sports Room or at the All Sports All Plays Network. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. But before I close it out, Jay, what's your final thoughts for tonight, brother?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I tell you right now, I think if you go down to what's the name of that? I think it's called Coach's Outlet down there on Commerce Street in LA. They're giving 75% off on couches. Just because of how the Dodgers played. So 75% off of a couch will get you there. All you gotta do is just show them if you have a ticket stub or if you have it on your phone where you were watching the game, they'll give you that discount. Jonathan, you may want to hurry up and get your ass down there. I saw your couch in your living the other day. Go out and get that little 75% off couch. It's all good. And get me one too and mail it to me. I'll pay it for you. No,
I would have a shit to you if I do decide to go down there and buy a couch on clearance. But I feel the other way. I feel that Dodgers merchandise should be on the clearance aisle. That's how I feel. I feel fans deserve to pay less for Dodgers merchandise because of how poorly they played.
Yeah, they didn't play good. That's for sure.
Oh, by the way, me and Mike Hughes got a bet. If the Astros win the World Series, his ass gonna be in an Astros jersey and an Astros hat. I'm assuming he'll have some sort of sign about his fandom now. And then, of course, if I lose, then I have to have Astros gear on, holding a trash can. So let's see what happens. I feel pretty confident that Mike's going to be in some Astros gear come real soon. What a time to be alive.
I could never do that. I could never rock another team's attire. I could never do that. I'm sorry. That's I would never take that bet. No way.
You have to believe in your team, man.
I should have told Mike to shave his head. That's a good one, John Suggs. Damn, I should have said that. Oh well, I'll deal with the jersey wearing. I'll get him on the hair shave next go around. We got pride in the hair.
Shave my hair. I need a haircut.
I need to go get a haircut too. My hair's wild right now.
What a time to be alive. When Florida says it needs a haircut, what a time to be.
But it's cold. It's cold over here in Indiana, so I don't even want to go outside right now.
It's cold here too. It was so cold. Blue went outside, looked at me, and ran back in and said, "Go F yourself."
Yeah, that's what my little chihuahua walked out the porch. He's like, "Hell no!"
It's hot here. It's warm,
dude. We had some snow flurries yesterday. It didn't stick on the ground or nothing, but it was snowing.
We're not in fall anymore. I think we're kind of I guess we are in fall still, but it feels like we're getting into winter now at this point.
How cold does it get in Georgia?
About 40s. In the winter, in the dead of winter, maybe the 40s at the worst.
Shit, dude, it'd be negative. It'd be negative 20 here and shit.
Bro, we're in Georgia. We're in the swamp.
I know.
Where the hell is everyone gonna get that damn cold?
I want to move. I'm trying to move. I'm going to move to a warm climate because with my muscle and nerve problems, I go in that cold weather, dude. It drives me crazy.
I keep telling you, come down to Texas. They had no state tax, and they have a very affordable economy to live on. I don't know why you don't go down there.
Yeah, just don't come to Cali. I already talked to Chris about this earlier. I told him whatever you do not decide to come to California.
I'll probably go to Texas or Nevada.
Do not spend the rest of your life in this state. This state is in tremendous turmoil. I can tell you that.
I wouldn't go to LA. Cost of living is too high.
Look, the gas prices are as outrageous as the Dodgers losing.
Yeah, and that's why I told myself, man, look, wherever it is you live, the economy should support as much money as you make. In other words, go live somewhere where you get the most out of your money. Yes. And you ain't getting nothing out. If you go to Texas, your money will be bloated. If you go to California, you'll be skinny like an Ethiopian. I'm just saying.
That's real talk.
Like I said, I'll either go to Texas or maybe Nevada, just because Vegas.
I don't know, man. Vegas is gonna be expensive to live. You might have to live on the
I wouldn't live
outskirts.
in Vegas. I'd live somewhere else in
You
Nevada.
gotta go get you a trailer out there in the desert with them Indians and go chill.
Okay, build me a teepee.
Hey, look, I'm saying for real, man. Hey, it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
But all right, let's close out the show. I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. I greatly appreciate it. Also at the All Sports All Plays Network. Astros got a big win tonight. Jay's happy. Jay, did you say you had something going on tomorrow?
What's going on tomorrow? Yeah, I got an appointment tomorrow, so I won't be on the show. I won't be on the afternoon show, but we will have a scripted in the evening time. Okay. I'll be back on the afternoon show on Friday though.
You'll be back on the afternoon show on Friday.
I'll be on Friday.
Sweet. All right. Jonathan, you got any final thoughts? Or did you already give yours?
You checked out my graphic tee today. Marvel. I had a 5-year-old give me a high five today because he saw me wearing this shirt.
Oh yeah, kids
in those graphic tees.
And my Funko Pop's behind me as well, as you guys can see.
I'm waiting on my new Colts hat to come in.
Hey man, I heard your property value went down by 30%, Jonathan, because you had a Dodgers Funko Pop in there.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm a collector.
What the hell just happened there?
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure the same thing out, Chris.
Yeah, your sound was weird as hell.
Mine?
Was there some audio?
Yeah, when you said that, your sound was messing up, and you sounded like almost like the Wizard in Wizard of Oz.
Hey, listen, on certain days, man, let me tell you. You know what, real quick before we get out of here, you know what's amazing in my life? I can't stand it when I try to go, if the wife goes to bed before me, I don't know if you guys have these issues, but if the wife goes to bed before me, I know she's gonna snore. I know it. And I can't sleep when she snores. So I literally put my forearm on the top of her head. And I just put my fingers right there on her nose. And when I feel that snore coming on, I just clamp down. And then she'll kind of do this number. But it'll take about 10 or 15 squeezes. And then she'll be quiet. Just saying. If you ever have an issue, just do that little trick and you'll be all right.
Real quick, John Suggs said, check into this game this weekend, FCS College. That's in my
that is a good one.
But yeah, Jackson State, they're going, and you have 2 NFL coaches coaching.
Yeah, that's why I like that one. That's gonna be. I like that game. I probably won't check that game out, but it'll be cool to see who wins it.
Yep. But all right, we're gonna get out of here. But we will see you guys Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, with another episode of Gonzo and the Judge. But for Jay McLovin, Jonathan Mathis, I'm Gonzo, Chris Gonzo Gonzalez, I guess I should say it like that. But we will see you guys Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night and stay safe.
These
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation.